Greetings, travelers. For this episode, we're going to be trying something a little bit different. This week, our co-hosts were given the task of coming up with a list of different feats from different D&D sourcebooks and trying to come up with the worst descriptions they could think of. With these descriptions, we're going to quiz our fellow co-hosts and see if they can guess the feat from the horrible description. Welcome to Intelligence Checks. This is our new game show where we'll be doing stuff like this a lot with different D&D source material, so pre-tape, Pertuzit, Levi, and Jordan, take it away. One more quick note, because I'm the editor and I can say whatever I want and no one can stop me. I won this round.
There is no me in consult.
Recording in progress.
I've still never heard the voice.
That's what it sounds like in my head.
Okay, so what are we doing this week, Producer?
This week is our first game show week where we talk about feats. You guys got your lists?
I thought that was next
That's
week.
this week?
I thought that was next
Yes.
week.
No, it's right now.
I'm completely and in every way unprepared and do not have a list.
You have
Fuck.
a list?
I thought this was the week we were doing the Star Wars episode.
I did too.
Guys, I don't have a list either.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, Lord. What are we going to
Okay.
We really got to stop cutting these things so close.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Nat 1 podcast, a.k.a. Nope, because nope, you're not going to want to hear what we're about to have to say. I'm Pertuzit.
I'm Levi.
And I'm Jordan.
Get it? Because it's like a anyway. I was gonna say it's like a reference, but I can't because that gives away one of my things later. One of my questions.
What?
I can't say it until you guys get that far now.
Well, let's get right into it then.
That's not what our music sounds like.
It's not.
It is. That is. Yeah. No. I. That's what it sounds like. It's not exactly like that. He didn't replicate it perfectly, but that's in the ballpark.
After that and the
It's in the
recording
ball
in
pit.
progress. Ball pit. You guys are gonna be convinced that I hear everything through a filter that makes it sound like a hag.
I mean, yeah, I've already
Hey,
been
that one's a
convinced of
hint for
that.
one of mine. Now you're stepping in my territory.
I thought it was a hint to episode 1 about the hag.
You're still not allowed to
All
have
right.
coitus with the hags.
So,
No!
all you beautiful audio listeners out there in the world today, we're doing an episode where we rate your feet.
That's not, no.
No.
This is
that
the foot
comes
episode.
later.
No.
This is the feet
Foots.
episode.
Foots.
We are not, okay. I need you guys to, because this has been a discussion before, I need you to give verbal confirmation that you understand we are not soliciting feet pics from our listeners.
I wasn't asking for pictures.
Yeah, I'm more of an imagination kind of guy.
Guys,
I've just already seen them.
What?
guys,
Wait a minute.
we've talked about this.
So yeah, we're rating the feats. All
We're
the
not
feats.
rating the feet.
We're not
We're
rating
oh
them.
no, that's right. We're not.
That
I got
comes
too caught
later.
up in
But
my own
actually,
I got too caught up in my own bit, and my brain decided that we were rating the feet.
No.
we're game showing.
Woo.
We are guessing the feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is an idea that we had a while ago, and we decided now's the time to crack it out. Where it's, let's try and lay out some rules for ourselves as well as the audience.
We probably should have done that before we made the lists
It's too late now. We're already
5
here.
minutes ago.
Pretty bare bones. Bear with us, audience listener. As you heard, we have not established rules yet, but essentially, we'll just go like one by one, and one of us will give a hint to a foot
No.
a feet. That was unintentional.
Pointed.
I was trying to think of a singular feet.
A feet. That's what it is.
I
A
know
foot.
that now.
I think we should start calling them foot.
But one of us will give a hint for a feat, and then the others of us will try and guess what it is, and then we'll talk about that feat for a little bit afterwards, and then we'll just move on from there. And these hints, well, like I said, we didn't establish any rules, so these could be like something from a source adventure book where we made some really elaborate puzzle riddle, or an inside joke.
It's just got to be, it can't be a direct, like, this is what it is. And it's just got to be something that we think would get the others to guess it.
Yeah.
We do have the list of feats open
Yes, we do
as
in the
well,
background.
so that we can analyze and cross-reference.
We
Yeah, because
do?
we do.
I was about to say, I hope I wasn't in charge of that, because I don't.
I don't know every single feat, so I'm pulling it up just in case one of you guys picked a really obscure feat.
I know all of them.
Let's find out. Let's put it to the test.
Yep.
I don't. This is a
So
disclaimer. I do
should
not.
we go in the order that we determine, like to start? I know we're gonna rotate, but should we like rotate in the order that we did? So it's like youngest to oldest. That's what we did.
Yeah, because that
Or
way
the-
we're doing it, split it a little alphabetical.
Yes. So it'll be me, then Jordan, then Pertusit. Okay, I will start.
Start
With-
us, Levi.
I'm not gonna go from the top of my list to the bottom because that's what I did, like picking the hints as well, so it would make it easier for you because you could look closer to the top or the bottom. So I'm gonna pick randomly.
Good idea. Good idea.
The hint is, quote, "No, Fred, you love traps."
Wait.
I know
Wait.
that's a Scooby-Doo reference.
It is.
I have no idea what else it's pertaining to.
Shoot. I have an idea.
Is Dungeon Delver?
I was thinking Dungeon Delver.
Final answer?
Jordan, you lock it in so I don't have to.
I'm all right. I'll say it. I think it's Dungeon Delver, but I can't remember if that's actually a feat or not.
That is correct.
Yay! I did
is,
it.
In fact, Dungeon
You
Delver.
did it. I win.
Dungeon Delver.
Dungeon Delver. Let's see. Why don't you read it for us, Levi? I think we can legally
Dungeon
do
Delver.
this.
Alert to hidden traps and secret doors found in many dungeons. You gain the following benefits. You have advantage on perception and investigation checks made to detect the presence of secret doors. You have advantage on saving throws made to avoid or resist traps. You have resistance to damage dealt by traps, and traveling at a fast pace doesn't impose the normal -5 penalty on your passive perception score.
Okay.
It is from the player's handbook.
All right. Pretty interesting. That whole feat is just no DM. You can't kill me with a trap. I won't
Yes.
let you.
Yes.
It's just
And it also is one that we have never really encountered or talked
Mhm.
about in our like table
Yeah.
life, if you want to call it
Yeah.
that, because we don't do delving really good.
We're not good at dungeons.
We've talked about
No.
this ourselves amongst our group. We're not a dungeon delvy group. We're more of an RP kind of group.
We're more of an RP and then one single 8-hour long combat.
yeah.
Yes. The few times we've attempted dungeons have either been like mediocre and like, okay, that wasn't very exciting, or they've gone horribly.
Or if somebody dies.
Yeah. That's a great feat if you're playing that one campaign I've heard of or adventure where it's just an endless dungeon. I've heard about that one.
Oh, Dungeon of the Mad Mage?
I don't think that's a real endless one. I think this is a fake homebrew one that people have talked about because it's funny.
Oh.
I think there's an endless room or something in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, though.
Oh.
I'm not sure though.
Interesting.
But if someone did do a campaign that took place entirely in a dungeon or an adventure that took entirely like all in one dungeon, almost like something out of Don Machi, that'd be really good. Otherwise, though,
very good.
oftentimes it's gonna do nothing for you.
This is a very subjective one, because also maybe not even if it's in a dungeon, but if you know your DM is a DM that likes to use traps a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because Pertusit and I both, I don't think we do like, not like mechanical traps, not like traps that people set, like traps like the idea of a trap, like being ambushed or something like that. Sure. But not like actual, like, oh, you trip on a wire and it shoots up spikes or something.
Well, Pertusit did drop a gelatinous cube on us one time.
I did, and I wish I didn't do it then because I could have done it better later. But
For this feat, would you have counted that as a trap though?
for the sake of like the avoiding it part, probably like the
Okay.
saving throw and then the perception, but not the
Okay.
damage because the damage wasn't a trap.
But didn't TJ like intentionally trip it because there was a gelatinous cube involved?
I believe he did, yes, because he was playing his masochist character.
Yeah.
Oh, darkness. Rest in
Yep.
peace.
It's
I
pretty
don't think she would want that.
good. Rest in agony.
Pieces.
Pieces. There you go.
Pieces. There you go.
Yeah, I only ever include actual traps, whether they be magical or mechanical, only in a dungeon almost always. Because if I don't, then what happens is you trigger the trap, and then almost always immediately afterwards is, well, that was bad. Let me heal you. We're not in rounds. But in a dungeon, it's more like, okay, that was 10 points. I'm going to keep going,
Yeah, the only time I've seen a trap be like effective in any D&D that I've watched ever was Critical Role season 2, and they were in, I think it was the Happy Fun Ball,
Mm-hmm.
and they were in like a prison inside the Happy Fun Ball, and there was a chest, and not is not,
Yeah.
and she goes to open the chest, and it is trapped with a power word kill. Because it's like a really powerful mage owned the place that's inside of this Happy Fun Ball. So he put a power word kill on it and it just killed her
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
instantly.
I remember that.
That's how you
So
get 'em.
traps like that, yeah, those are big hurdy traps. But
The
those are
steamroller.
also like, yeah, the
Steamroller.
steamroller. in
steamroller.
fucking in Tomb of Annihilation / Tomb of Horrors, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The stone juggernaut, as it is called in the stat block.
But yeah, of course, also, you guys know my philosophy for dungeon making is it's not like half the time it is not a traditional dungeon in the sense
No.
of the structure.
You
It
do
is
more
in terms
puzzles.
of play.
Yeah, you do more
Yeah.
puzzles though instead of traps.
True, which punish you if you get them wrong.
The Myelin Sheath
Um,
puzzle.
Yes, but I don't like saying it's an old abandoned ruin and you're going deep within it and then there's stonework and skeleton. I prefer it's a forest, but I've built it like a dungeon.
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
that's true. We did do that one time.
Yes.
I'm gonna just start doing only Elden Ring style ruins where it's just you
No!
walk down a staircase and it's one room with a boss in it and that's it. That's the dungeon.
Oh, okay.
But like 50 of them in order to get one level.
God.
My body is ready. All right. That all to be said about the dungeon delver.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I got.
Next up is Jordan. Let's see if she can stump us.
All right. So my clue is you're really good at hugs.
Really good at hugs.
Grappler.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I thought it was funny.
I scrolled down a little bit. I was in my mind, I was thinking of like some charisma based feat that makes you more friendly. I saw Grappler and I was like, who? Jordan. And then
Channeling my inner Arlo. I was like, that's funny.
that's pretty good. Let me look at. I'm not sure about the legality, so we're not gonna read it off to you anymore. But
Oh, okay.
Oh, true. Yeah, we probably can't be reading passages directly from handbooks.
I know that the basic rules in the PHB, no, just the basic rules I think is like free source.
Well,
but
Yes.
Grappler is basic rules.
true.
Yeah, Grappler is basic rules.
Just in case, go look it up online, listeners. You can probably find it pretty easily.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
looking at. I'm looking at B&B Beyond.
Me as well. So, looking at it. Also, for you listening, it does what it says on the tin. It's
Yeah.
you're better at
You're good at
grappling.
hugs.
Yeah, now all of you listeners have to go off of our reworded descriptions that we're using as hints for the
Oh, the
What it
inside
does,
jokes
yeah.
are gonna make no sense.
Oh boy. I'm looking at it. I have not looked at that second feature. That's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Without trying to, avoid my copyright here. It involves restraining other creatures, listeners. That's can be very valuable if you have like what is essentially a throwaway, like a character that just runs in to restrain somebody else.
Yeah.
Imagine
like-
doing that with a grung.
Oh my gosh. I have been wanting to play a Grung Barbarian with this feat for so long.
It would be wonderful.
It would, because you have advantage on strength checks before you get this feat. And then you just and poison damage him to death. Work with your DM and maybe get something that amplifies your poison damage, and boom, you're looking pretty.
No, you're not, because you're a grung.
True, you're not looking pretty.
Hey, who says Grung can't be pretty?
Me.
Me.
Oh, okay.
The poor grungs. But that's a pretty interesting one. Have we had anyone that had it yet?
I don't believe
don't-
so.
Think so.
I feel
Unless-
like
did
Finral tried to do
Darkness?
something similar to it in the Asirak fight.
Darkness
Well,
didn't
yeah.
have it.
I thought the darkness did. I might be thinking of Finral with the Shield Master feat.
I
'cause,
think
like,
it was
the,
Shield Master.
The two conflate in my head for some reason, so even though they're not the same thing.
Yeah, Shieldmaster has that feature where it can knock someone prone, I believe.
Mhm. I'm actually probably confusing the knocking prone with the second feature of Grappler.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, this does not work unless you're going purely for grappling.
Mm.
If you're going to try and also attack, it just won't work because it eats your turn. It's cannibalizing. But it's interesting. I'm glad it's there.
There are a lot of feats that do that, where they do something special, but it eats your turn, and it makes me feel like people will not pick them because it does that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the
People
chef
would much
feat.
people
Like
would
the
much
chef
rather
feat.
just do damage instead.
Yeah. Or do, if nothing else, they'd rather do their thing. You
Yeah.
know, like even if it does do damage, the feat, they'd be like, well, that's cool, but I'd rather just do my attack with my cool weapon or my
Mhm.
spell that I just got,
Yeah.
in general. And Grappler's just one of those poor boys. But hey, 5.5e, maybe they'll make it super awesome, omega overpowered.
I feel like a lot of feats could benefit from giving bonus actions to people that don't, and to things that don't have bonus action economies.
It could. There's a lot that it could do to fix itself. I mean, honestly, a simple fix for the grappler feat would be like, if you have a creature grappled as a free action, you can continue the grapple.
Yeah.
And then you can attack from there. Could be broken, but then you'd feel like a grappler. All right. Any other points about the grappler? All right. Baki the Grappler. Cool manga and anime. So now it's my turn. Let me look at my
Indeed.
list here. I'm gonna pick one for you guys, just a really cool one. I'm gonna pick my favorite one. I'm the trash man. That's my hint.
Tavern Brawler?
Correct. Boom.
Way too quick. Out of the 3, mine took the longest, and it didn't even take that long.
We're zipping through these.
We're
We probably should have
smart.
prepared more of these.
Tavern
smart.
Brawler is, I think Tavern Brawler is cool just because of one specific thing you can do with it.
I really like Tavern Brawler. I am taking it in the next campaign.
Because if you make an Eldritch Knight fighter, you can have a Tavern Brawler that can just summon like chairs and stools to himself. Because they can be his like magic weapons that he can summon out of thin air.
Yeah.
Which I think is really amusing and funny.
See, I like flavor-wise the dirty fighting aspect of it, especially the second feature of if you hit someone with an unarmed strike or the improvised weapon, you can then grapple them. I think that's cool. I like it.
It's
I like the
nice.
idea of like smashing a bottle over someone's head and putting them in the headlock. I think would be just interesting because it's something you don't really see in combat all the time.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It's one of those ones where I'm scared that it just won't be effective, like a monk.
Well, we'll find out because
Yes.
Ren's gonna have it next campaign.
It's very cool. I think it needs a little bit of a buff to be like a good build. I wish there was something just built around improvised weapons, but there's really
agreed.
not. This is like the only thing for improvised weapons,
I feel like you could do like a whole dirty fighting subclass that would be very, very cool.
which I did. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm scared that this is something that someone will look at and think is cool, and then when they try to play it, it's not strong. And then it's like, well, I don't feel fun playing this, and then it just gets left by the wayside.
Mhm.
That's my fear about it.
But you do get a boost. It's one of the ones that boosts a score. So I mean, you can't
You get that much?
you can't turn your nose up at that. That's
Very true. Stats are king,
Mhm.
and we'll find out. That grapple could be super useful if you pair.
It
If you can
could
manage
be.
to pair that with
I
the
do
grappler
think
feat,
the fact that it's a bonus action helps it a lot.
Mhm.
it does. But like I said, that means you're doing a D4 and maybe a grapple a turn.
Well, I guess we'll check back in like a year whenever
Yep.
Ren gets that feat, and we'll see if it's actually
Plus-
worth taking or not.
Add
Yep.
this with Grappler.
Well,
Then
I'm
you
not
can
get
taking.
it.
strain them.
You get advantage to attack creatures that are grappled by you.
Yeah,
I'm not taking grappler, so I guess
yeah,
we'll make Terran do it. It's fine.
yeah.
We'll
We'll
make
just
his-
all be grapplers.
We'll make his cleric take Tavern Brawler and Grappler feat.
Now you can be one of each part. One of you's a tavern brawler, the other's a grappler.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, I heard about it from somewhere, like the birds and the bees and the grappler and the tavern brawler or something.
No.
All right,
All right.
back to you, Levi.
Okay, here's my hint for my next one.
Okay.
This one should be pretty easy, I think. Show us on the doll where the hag touched you.
What? Oh boy. Hold on.
I'm looking.
Oh,
Huh.
I genuinely don't know.
Really?
No.
I thought you guys would have gotten this one like instantly.
No.
No. I don't know.
Are hags fey creatures?
Yeah.
Fey touch?
Yes.
Okay.
There
That's
we
what I was
go.
leaning towards.
Fey touch.
As I started reading them. I wasn't thinking about the touch thing. Now it's funny. But not funny.
No, not
kind
funny.
of funny. But
You both laughed at it.
we did.
So
We're also horrible people, so
It was also like a shock laugh where it's
Yeah.
like, did you just say that? Like,
yeah, it was a fear response.
yeah. That's a very
Fey
good
touch.
one. That's
I
we
very
actually
love
popular.
have
Fey touch.
experience.
Yes,
we actually
yes,
have
we do.
experience with Fey touch because Jordan's character in Vivia 2 was Fey touched.
Yup.
Mhm. It's pretty nice, despite being pretty simple. It's very nice.
That Misty Step did come in handy.
Misty Step is very nice. People underestimate movement on a map.
I need
Misty
to. I don't.
Step is a very good spell, and so to get it from a feat is
I don't remember what other spell I took for that because you get one other. I think I might have gotten Hex. I think that's where Hex came from.
Was it? It has to be a divination or enchantment school. Hex might be enchantment, but it might be conjuration.
I don't remember.
Let's
Hold on,
take a
let me
look.
look.
Let's
Yeah.
pull it up, ladies.
It's not bad to
I'm
get
looking at the character sheet right now.
getting 2 spells.
Hex
Especially
is
one
an
of it in Misty
enchantment.
Step. Okay, then yeah, it could be
Yeah,
from that.
I think that's where Hex came from. Yeah, because I have the like use charge of it, and it says Fey Touch Wisdom, so that's where it came from. Yep.
Yeah, it's very strong. We had it on our cleric caster, but I really think this could shine on a martial for sure.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, definitely that. The marshals having the ability to move long distances, it can completely fuck with a combat on the DM side.
That's
Somebody
fun.
give
Because,
Ren Misty Step.
Because if you're like, oh, I have this monster that can move faster than them, so if I get it away from them, it'll be fine.
That's what we were talking about last week with Vortex Warp.
And
Yep.
then the marshal runs towards it, and you're like, see, they can't get all the way to it, and then they misty step after running because it's a bonus action.
Mhm.
So you're like, ah, shit.
I just like it. I like if you can give a martial almost any magic, it completely changes the game. It makes them
Mhm.
so much better. The exception being like only cantrips. That makes them marginally better. But the minute you give a caster or a martial first level spells without losing their martial bonuses, whoo boy. Like
Which
putting
is-
hex.
I think that's the big reason why a lot of the spells paladins have aren't spells like this, depending on your subclass, because I believe ancients do get misty step.
Mhm.
But a lot, like I'm crown, and a lot of the spells I get are I feel like they're doo doo, and I don't get to do a lot with them. But I do also get the things that I think I kind of take for granted because I just don't think about it that other people in the party don't have. Like I have detect magic,
Mhm.
and I have like remove curse. I think that's one that all paladins get though, is remove curse. I
Yeah.
might be wrong. But like detect magic, that's one that like you do take for granted. But like I'm the only person who ever uses that.
I keep
You
forgetting that I
also-
have a feature that lets me do detect magic
Yeah.
because I just keep forgetting that I have it.
You also had a very stellar play using command our last session.
Yes.
It kind of got swept under the rug because of so much other stuff that happened, but
Which command is one that only crown gets. I believe it's one of their special ones.
yes,
that
it
they get.
is. And I believe oftentimes I don't like command because if you fail, that puts you in a horrible situation.
Oh, yeah.
And even if it does succeed, then a lot of tables, not a lot, I don't know. I've only played at one table, but you hear like horror stories of people saying, oh, you know, my DM or my player would work around the command spell and be like, you told me to run, so I run at the enemy.
or people doing horrible things with the command spell. That's
That
also an
too.
issue.
Yeah.
Which I'm
Um,
glad that we don't have that issue at our table.
Yeah, so normally I don't like command, but you made it work, and that's one of your special spells, and that's power spells for a martial, even though you're not really technically you're a half, but still.
Most of my spells that I have, though, besides smites, which is just the smite spells the paladins get,
Smite
don't
form.
really apply much in combat. I've used them mostly out of combat.
Utility.
Which don't get me wrong, they like what we just talked about for the past 10 minutes. They're great out of
Mhm.
combat, but stuff like this, like Misty Step, that's a great in combat utility spell. Great
Yeah.
for combat
It
situations.
saved my ass a couple times.
True.
For sure.
Movement is underrated, I swear.
Which is why Fey Touched is good.
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone, the hag.
And story-wise, it's also fun.
Mm-hmm. Now then, Jordan, back to you.
All right. Kind of continuing with this same theme. The reason Atlas will never get a goddamn good night's sleep.
The reason Atlas will never get a goddamn good night's sleep.
We've had a discussion about this.
Is it what I think it is?
I don't know. What do you think it is?
I'm thinking it could be two things. I'm thinking it's observant.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I had two guesses. The first one was observant. The other one was healer. The feet.
I mean,
healer.
that too would also fit.
Unless I lost my arm again in the middle of the night.
Oh no.
I don't remember what conversation we had about
We were
this.
talking about because we were looking at the observant feat. And Atlas, my cleric Atlas last campaign had a 26 passive perception. And we talked about how like with observant, there was some kind of flavor text that we found that like you could hear through walls of certain thicknesses. And so we had made the joke that like whenever Atlas was with the party, poor guy never slept because he could hear everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a very again, this is one of those things that differs table to table. There's some people that don't rely on or don't even use passive perception. I think a lot of the newer people don't think about it. Because we didn't when we were really newer.
Technically, if you do perception check and it's lower than your passive, you're supposed to take your passive instead.
We should start doing that.
Yeah. I don't think about it.
Like, yeah, for Atlas would probably never fail a perception check ever because 25 is the very hard DC.
Yeah.
And you have a 26.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, even with, because you also get a bonus with observant anyway. So I don't think that I failed too many just rolling anyway, because there was a ridiculous bonus to, because my wisdom was maxed and then I got the bonus from observant and I was also proficient. So nothing was getting past Atlas.
The only thing that was Victor because of expertise stealth.
Yeah.
Giving me plus 17.
And then
minimum 27.
That's why it was 26, because it's base of 15, because plus 5 wisdom, then 6 from your proficiency, which is 21, and then plus 5 from observant, which makes it 26.
Yep.
And like that's up there. Like there are some dragons that have like 25, 26
until fucking
perception.
Finral ended up with like, what did he have, like 20? I think he had a 27 or a 28, and I was
I don't even remember how he got that.
It was the eggs, Levi.
It's the same. Yeah,
it was the eggs.
He had a super high stat and then also expertise because he was a bard. So he got plus 12, where Atlas only got a plus 6.
Only got a plus 6.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, poor Atlas can hear through walls.
Because they're a jack of all trades, master of some.
But that is the argument as to why they shouldn't have expertise in anything.
I know. But they're the master of some.
Sense.
Someone decided, instead of finishing the adage correctly.
I think Girlgax liked bards or something.
Who?
Maybe that's where oh no, in the Gygax age, I don't think bards existed, honestly. When did bards get introduced?
Dylan?
That's a Dylan. I was about to say that's
Dylan
a Dylan
on the phone?
question.
Is that a 3E or a 4E?
I put that up to my headphone ear, by the way, instead of my free ear.
That might be. It might be a 3. I don't.
1 second.
know.
What edition?
I know that they're in 3.5 because that's the edition that Mercury originated in.
Bards in 4th edition. Bards existed in 4th edition with the release of Player's Handbook 2.
Then what the fuck am I thinking of? Oh wait, no, I was looking at Pathfinder. That's
I was gonna say Pathfinder at the Bards. Yeah, observant.
Very, very useful. It was a very, very good choice to take that feat.
People say almost universally. This is not one of those ones where it's on your table. What?
Bards were in 1st edition.
They were.
1st edition AD&D. Something about Jeremy Crawford talking about it here. One second.
Were they one of those ones that Dylan told us about like
that were
super
the
class or whatever? Yeah.
But explaining the bard. I think it might be like they were introduced in 1st edition and then never reappeared again until 4th edition.
Oh, that
Maybe.
makes
Bard
sense.
is
Well-
character class, appearance. No, that's appearance as in like what do they look like? Publication history. Original D&D, basic D&D first edition, second edition, third edition. Oh no, yeah, they've been in. I don't know why Google is telling me they appeared in the fourth edition. They've appeared in all the editions.
I was about to say, because I thought I was looking at 3.5, but it might have been Pathfinder. Apparently it was 3.5.
But yeah, observant it's one of those things where people you can say in several different tables that some skills are used more than others, but it seems like across the board on online communities at least, perception is king.
Mhm.
Because that's what's used for almost everything, spotting enemies, spotting traps,
Yeah.
and important stuff.
And Gygax did make the Bard.
And I think it also, because we use that a lot at our table, I would say even abnormally, because again, we're a very role play heavy table. And so if you have ship perception, you're not going to notice very much, and you're
gonna get ganged.
You're going to miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's observant.
Yes.
Any more observant points? That's or unobservant. Yeah. All right, I'll give you my next one then.
No.
I'll go a different one. That's not my hint.
The Sverfneblin magic.
Okay, here we go. You ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
Would you rather have infinite skills but no stats?
Skilled?
Yeah. Skilled is the answer.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, no, I don't really like this one.
Victor took this one.
Did?
Yes, he did, because I was trying to get more I remember now when I was plotting this out. This was back at like level 3, and I was plotting out my entire build. Rogues get 2 points in their build that they get expertise at, where they can get expertise at the beginning and then like a little bit later.
Yeah.
I needed to take skilled because I didn't have proficiency in perception. And early on, it was really important. I figured that out quickly.
I remember, and also you were trying to get to raise your perception
Wisdom.
at some point. Yes, because there was the whole thing whenever we were in Candlekeep with Atlas trying to train Victor how to be observant, and it didn't work.
Yes. I wanted to have more perception because it was becoming increasingly apparent that it was very important. So I was like, in order to get my perception really high, I need proficiency before I can get my expertise choice, which was like I needed the feat to get it. That was the only way I could get that proficiency before I chose my expertise.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's not that useful. Unless
so I guess
you want
if you're
the flavor.
looking,
if you're looking for a
specific
niche
build.
situation that you were in, it was useful for you. Which is a lot of feats, I think. Or if you're in a very niche situation, they're very good for you. There are a couple across the board. Those are the ones that everyone knows because they're the ones that are good regardless of if you're in a niche situation or not.
Dylan has answered the call.
He has.
He believes that it was introduced in the first edition as a special class archetype of the thief. And that it was present in the player's handbook of second edition.
Interesting.
Cool.
Dylan to the rescue.
Thank you, Dylan. Lore
Thank
master.
you, Dylan.
Maybe Dylan is Girl Gax.
He gatekeep gaslight girl gags, Dylan. I know internet slang now, guys. I'm learning.
Can you teach me?
No.
Okay.
He said he's always available for more questions. Why does it hurt when I... Anyway. What's the other meme? Dylan. Babies kick pregnant women all the time, but when I...
No!
Anyway, skilled. Yeah, it's there for a niche situation like mine where you're like, I need to get the proficiency to get the expertise. Other than that, though, it could be for flavor. Like, I think a variant human or a fighter could make good use of this.
Yeah.
If they're like, oh, I want to say my character it was on a ranch, they have animal handling, but I didn't choose it when I started.
Yeah.
I didn't get the option.
Especially if you're a fighter, because you get ASIs out the ass. So
Yeah.
might as well put a feat in there.
Exactly. But I'm kind of glad that we have other ones now, like chef and actor and athlete, because I feel like that better gives you flavor than
It's better
skilled.
background stuff, yeah.
Yeah. No
I
offense to
wonder if
skill.
there's ever anyone who's just played a fighter and not taken any feats and just done all ASIs, and so they've ended up with like a
Probably.
20 across just purely from ASIs, like 20, 18, 20, 18, like on
You-
all their stats.
I
It's
mean, you could
possible.
probably do it, yeah.
I don't know why you'd do it, but it's possible.
That sounds like a Terran build of maximum power. Of
He would build it and then it would die at level
And it
2.
would die.
Or before the first ASI.
Well, because the
Yeah.
only one that he couldn't get was Khan.
Yeah, oh yeah, it would be like the one thing he's like, oh, I can't get. I rolled too low on. So his HP is just like 5. Anyway, that's skilled. It's fine.
It's okay.
Very basic. Levi, back to you.
Okay, let me see if I think that one's pretty obvious. That one's really obvious. Maybe I should change out that word. That doesn't really help. Okay, I'll do the Souls-like one. I'll do the Souls-like funny. Try two-handing.
Wait, I know this one. Where is it? I know. I can't think of it. What's the name? I need the name. Dual wielder.
Yes.
I feel like we're cheating by having the list pulled up.
We're
Put
not.
the fucking list
we
away.
will be here
Uh,
forever.
I've guessed most of the one. I've guessed all of the ones that I've guessed correctly without the list.
You know what? This does sound fun. We'll give it a shot. We'll start it after this one, which we've already gotten. This dual wielder. I don't want to read it out loud again, but let me look at it.
Dual wielder. It's pretty. It's what the name says. Although you do get, it does buff your AC. Because it's like, oh, you're good at fighting with multiple weapons, so you're better at defending yourself with multiple weapons too. And it's the one that like makes it so that you can add your proficiency to hit on your offhand weapon as well, which you
is very,
normally
very
can't
cool.
do.
Yes.
Seems fine.
Oh,
AC
and it
bonus
lets
is
you
good.
do 2-weapon fighting if the offhand is not a light weapon as well.
I
So
see
it can
that.
be like another big boy weapon. It can be another sword or something.
Yep.
Instead of a dagger.
I remember that Finral wanted this. He may have even had it, but he quickly decided that it was not as effective as having a shield.
Yeah, he really liked his shield bashing.
He told me he wanted to do a dual wielding build. He seems to really like those two big two-handed things.
Starburst.
But this is another one that will help. I think this is a good direction. I'm not sure if this is good enough, but it's a good thing that they're doing this. This helps enable a different way of play for marshals, because this makes doing a dual wield build more feasible than it would be without this feat, because without it, you're going to lag behind hard, both on AC and damage to the person with a shield and a one weapon.
I think that the original, my character that I'm playing is a paladin on Olympus for all you audio listeners. Her name is Zamda. I think the original one of her, because this was not the first campaign I used her in, because the first one fell to the wayside quickly. I think the original Zamda was supposed to be a dual wielder. I think she had this feat. I don't remember completely. She was supposed to be a dual wielder sentinel.
It can be good. The my issue is the 2-weapon fighting thing is not quite good enough, I don't think. Because that means you have to use your action and bonus action to attack with both weapons.
That's the thing, though, because that makes a paladin go from a 2 attack to a 3 attack, and they can smite on the offhand. So that has the potential to drastically increase DPS from a paladin.
It could, but that's for a paladin.
That's for a paladin.
Everybody else
gives the fighter 5 attacks.
It could.
The swashbuckler rogue, it would give them 3. What? No, I'm thinking of my own build. Never mind. Ignore me.
Even if it did, you wouldn't want it as a rogue, because your bonus action economy is very important.
Oh yeah, rogues have good bonus action economy. Paladins don't.
No. Most casters or half casters, I think in general, would probably have something prepared other than this. Usually a bonus action spell that would be more valuable than an offhand attack.
Depends on if you can get bonus action spells, because the bonus action economy for casters is pretty shitty too.
I'd
For
say the bonus action
paladins?
economy for a clerics is pretty bad.
For
Yeah.
paladins, it's all of the
Yeah.
smite spells. Those are our bonus actions. And sometimes you don't use them. Like, I don't really use those that much
Mhm.
anymore. Blinding smite's the big one, and that one's a 3rd level, so I'm very conservative with it.
Mhm.
I think I'm just bitter against the action economy of clerics. I think you're right. That's
Yeah, it's a sad world for
Yeah.
clerics for their
But
bonus
again,
action.
it also depends on what subclass you are a paladin, because I honestly, I'm not gonna back away from the build I have now, which is just pretty much going full hard tank.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But I think I could have also enjoyed doing a crown dual wielding paladin, because a lot of their spells that they get that are their special ones for their subclass are utility more so than combat oriented.
Mhm.
And so I think it would have been that would be if I went more DPS paladin instead of tank paladin.
And now you have a shield that's taller than you are.
I do have a shield that's taller than I am. Saying a lot, because Zemda's pretty tall.
Yes.
She's the same height as me in the real world, which is 6'3", if anyone's curious.
Yeah, it's fine. It's got its ups and downs. I'd say it's on the better end, but we're not here to rate today. But
It's later.
yeah, it's got
I
some
told you
downfalls,
guys in the
too.
beginning, I already saw the feats and rated them.
That's true. There's a website for that kind of thing, probably.
Yes.
Guys.
What? The website's called D&D Beyond.
And now, Jordan, give us our next hint, and we're not using the list to guess.
Oh, is
We'll
it my
just use
turn? Okay. Okay, but is your horse really gonna live that long anyway?
Mounted combat, or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Yay!
Mounted combatant. See, you can do it without the list.
I didn't know that I could. Thank you, Jordan.
Get on my fucking level.
I feel like I don't know enough feat names to be able to do it, but I'll try.
What was the hint again? I was too busy thinking of the answer.
Okay, but is your horse really gonna live that long anyway?
That's funny.
I thought it was.
That seems tailor-made for the Cavalier.
Yeah. Well, I was reading it and it seemed kind of like Cavalier light.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Well, but I don't know how sustainable it is. And I mean, I guess again, these all vary table to table as always, but we don't have good luck with keeping mounts along for very
No.
long.
They either
Oh, no.
die or just get left behind.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though, is I feel like if at the table a point was made for someone to be like, I really care about this and want it to be a part of my story that I have this mount, then as a DM, I would be much more like, okay, I will be much more careful when it comes to things potentially killing this animal. But for the most part, every time we played, it just seemed like you guys used them for transportation's means.
No. Well, and a bunch of us also tend to buy pets anyways, and then we get the horses and we're like, okay, cool, but I have a
The
raven.
one mount that actually kind of happened with was Dave.
Dang.
Dave was beautiful, and I could have just kept Dave.
You could have.
a
You
good
did the
thing on
noble
Dave.
thing.
But I was
And
like,
that
I'm getting
is
rid of
what
Dave.
that is what I just said, where I was like, I can't kill Dave because I know
Yes.
Dave is special and important to the party, so I can't kill
We
Dave.
love Dave. We
You
did
guys
like
would too.
Dave. We did
Yeah.
like Dave.
You guys will like Dave when we get there.
Yes,
You'll like
you'll like Dave.
I'm looking at this feat though, it's fine. It's got some drawbacks that are like in the fine print that you wouldn't catch. Like, I'm not gonna read it because of copyright potentially. Something advantage, unmounted creature smaller than your mount.
Mhm.
Yeah. Horses are
So-
considered medium.
Are they medium?
No.
For some reason, horses are considered medium.
So
Are all horses? I thought there was like one horse that was not medium.
Let me check.
I think
I
they
thought it was
are all
like
medium.
draft horses were not medium. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of something completely different.
Yeah.
Which is really weird because I feel like horses are kind of like a weird like in between medium and large, because I feel like they should be a 1x2.
They're
It's
Like
XL.
on the,
Yeah, there
yes.
you go.
Instead of a 2x2 like a large is, I feel like they
Mhm.
should be a 1x2.
Mhm.
Draft horse is large. You are
Okay,
I was
correct.
right.
Draft
That-
horses
Aha.
are large.
that's useful for mediums and
Mhm.
down.
Oh no, I think maybe all horses are large. I think I might have just been wrong.
Oh yay!
Riding horses are large. Riding horses are large as well.
Okay.
And then there's war horse, which I believe is probably large.
Oh yeah, that's because people make the memes because a centaur is considered a medium creature.
That's what it is.
That's-
Centaurs are
yeah.
considered medium so they can ride a horse.
Which
Yes, yeah.
That's I don't like thinking about
People
that.
have made comics about it because it can be ridiculous.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, but yeah, there's some small fine print stuff here that's like, well, that's not as useful as it seems, huh? The other ones are all just to kill your mount if you read them closely, you two. Which is the opposite of the Cavalier, which I believe has features that make the effects go onto you rather than your mount. But this one makes the effects go onto your mount rather than you.
Oh,
No, it doesn't.
I was about to say, did I read that incorrectly? Because I
No, I
thought
think Pertusit's reading it wrong.
because I thought that you could make attacks your mount. You can force an
Oh,
attack
yes,
targeted
yes,
at your mount to target you instead. So it's Cavalier Light.
You're correct. I am reading it wrong.
Yeah, it's just if you want to be partially, it's one of those feats that it's like, here's a little bit of another subclass.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
And
how
if
you
you
get the
want
like
it, you
Knight
can
in
have
Shining
it.
Armor. If you really want to be Knight in Shining Armor Paladin, then that's
Give me that.
how you do that.
Here's what you do. You make an NPC that's like a dragon tamer and takes this feat, and thus for every single thing is smaller than their mount almost.
That's brilliant.
Then and therefore.
I love it.
My
advantage.
gargantuan dragon.
Yeah. I'm riding up to Rask, so I get advantage on this melee strike.
Okay, Terran. No, Terran would ride an Aboleth.
Yeah, and then he would like actually learn that the Aboleth is riding him because of mind control. That sounded bad, but that's not what I meant. That's
It's a metaphor.
it's
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Oh no! Next feat.
Terabolith and Aboleth. So now it's my turn,
Yes.
and you guys aren't allowed to look at the list,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
which I think means that this is the perfect time for this one.
Oh great.
Okay.
You took this feat to make other people say it.
You took this feat to make other people say it.
Okay. Is it the new dumb magic one that is gibberish?
Oh, the one I said.
Yes, the one that is just,
Svartfeld or
Yes,
whatever
the
magic.
accumulation of letters.
This.
Why don't you both give me your best guess of what that word is?
I'm actually gonna have to look it up because I don't even know.
Don't
I
look
know
it
it
up
starts
yet.
with an S. I know it starts with an S. That's all I know.
I remember it's like SVIR.
All I
And then
can think
after
of,
that, I can't remember.
the only thing I can think of is from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. The
The
Flint
Smiths or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I think of. when I
It's
see
like
that.
Sfinnenbin or something.
Cinnamon, Levi. No, it's. You want me to tell you?
Yeah, if this is it, is this it?
This is correct. It is the Sverfneblin magic.
Yeah.
You got the first part, but the last part was Neblin. Sverfneblin.
But we were right. We got
But
it.
you were right. Yes, you
Without
took
looking at the list.
took this feat to make other people say it. I just imagine someone going like, and I use my feature, which is called what DM?
Oh god, and it's only for deep gnomes.
Yes. Because you have to be deep and brooding to get it.
Oh my goodness.
That's so dumb.
I mean the spells that come with it are cool, but
They're actually pretty handy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But it's really handicapped by the fact that only deep gnomes can say
Yes,
it.
yeah, the prerequisite is hard to get around.
Yeah.
And I hate racial prerequisites. I understand some of the ones that are like dragonborn ones that affect like your breath weapon. Or like tiefling ones that are like because you're literally devilish.
Yeah.
But like this one, why can't this just be like you could replace Sverfneblin with like, I don't know, because this is from Elemental Evil, so it could just be like some like worshiper of one of the princes of the like elements
Yeah.
could just get it instead of deep gnomes
I
only.
don't know. Maybe Dylan knows something about the lore that we don't know about whoever Smurf and their Neblin is.
Ask him if he
True.
knows who Sverfneblin is right now.
Okay.
That's a fact. Dylan is our actual canon D&D lore expert.
He knows a lot
Because-
about actual canon, yeah.
The rest of us clueless. I know all of the history. Well, I wouldn't say all of it because we haven't played all of it, but I know most of the history of Levi's World and Pertusit's World. Could not tell you anything about canon D&D lore.
I just
asking.
know that it's really convoluted and complicated because everything, well, it depends on which setting you're in. But Forgotten Realms, which is the current one, has with the main big one, has been the setting since 3E, and they have decided to keep everything in it happening through all of the editions. So every time they change the system of how the world works, they have to make a really big convoluted reason as to why it changed editions.
Oh my god.
Like in world. The event called the Spell Plague is the transition from like 4E to 5E. Which, don't get me wrong, I think that's kind of cool, but at the same time it's like that's a little bit taxing to have to be like we're gonna do a big thing every single time we change editions.
You can't just
And
say like
also,
magic evolved. There you go.
Yeah, and also, I just don't like the Forgotten Realms because I think that some of their other settings are cooler, and I think Forgotten Realms gets way too much attention.
Hey, save that. We're gonna do a ranking the official settings one day.
We are.
We're
gonna have to get Dylan for that one because I know nothing.
That's on our list of the ones that I can't say out loud because Jordan won't let me. That one gets blank.
Oh boy.
You're welcome for the censorship.
Okay. So Dylan just got back to me about asking about the gnomes in the Svirfneblin. Here's what he had to say. I asked him, what do you know about deep gnomes and Svirfneblin magic and canon lore? He said, I hate gnomes. That is all.
Me and my dad have that in common.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Dylan. Sorry, gnome lovers.
Helpful.
Lovers.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Where were we?
Lomers.
That was still me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
You're
back
the
to
Lomer?
Levi. I'm the Lomer. What? I'm the
All
Lorax?
right. Okay, well, if we're not using the list, I'm just going to say, I'll do this one. Sounds like it belongs in Olympus.
Oh.
Huh. Sounds like it belongs in Olympus.
Yes, we even talked about it before.
We have?
Very briefly.
Is it that one tiefling one that's like Flames of Fliglemalo or something?
Okay, now we're going to play the same game that we played with Pertussis.
Oh, yeah.
Where you try to pronounce it
I believe
before
it's
looking at it.
Flames of Philogos?
Close.
Nah. Jordan?
Because I think it starts with a PH.
I think so too.
Phlegthos? Question mark?
Also close. I think a little bit closer. It's Flames of Flethagos.
Flethagos. I thought there was a Y in there somewhere.
Phlegethos.
All right. We're doing not half bad. This is a good idea, Jordan.
And this is the one that's like, yeah, it's the one. Is this? No, that one's the Hellfire one is the one where you can like, or am I? No, is this the one?
This lets you
have
do
no
stuff
idea.
with fire damage dice.
You can learn to
There's
call
the
on
one
Hellfire.
where you can, reaction do a thing as well.
I
as
think that's
That's a spell. You're thinking of a
spell.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you're thinking Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke.
And that's the one that all tieflings just naturally get.
Yes.
It's second level.
But yeah, this one increases ability score, which is decent always.
Mhm.
It is racially locked, which I don't enjoy, but it's locked to tiefling and feral tieflings. It's one of those ones that lets you re-roll your damage, which is always nice because it lets you get higher than minimum damage. And I actually haven't read the third one yet, so I don't know what the third one does.
It's fine. It's like Armor of Agathis, kind of.
Oh, shiny.
Oh, okay. So it's a little protective thing of fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not bad. Interesting little feature, and it doesn't eat up your action economy. This is what I'm talking about, by the way, of like how to make it good. You read that third one, what it triggers on is not use of an action. Really, that's how you do it. That's how you make a unique feat that people use and don't forget about.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. The re-rolling is also good, but I do like the caveat there about the new roll.
Yes.
It's just balanced, but it's one of those that leads for good moments on the table where someone re-rolls and then they're like, look at what I just did.
Well, actually, no, I think it's just good because it's not you re-roll all of them. It's you re-roll any that is a one. So even if it's just another, you just get the same thing if it is another one again.
But yeah, it can't be bad. But I mean, I don't think there's any fire damage anything that uses more higher than a D8. which is fine because you can get 7 more points of damage if you're really lucky. But that's pretty minimal. It's
Damage is
enough for a
damage.
feat. It's enough for a feat. It's nothing to be like, "Oh, sweet mama," It's not
Hello, nurse.
exactly. That's just like, oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks, pretty lady, pretty nurse.
Damage is damage.
Yeah, not bad. I do wonder about that caveat about how you get that fire wreath though.
Mhm.
I guess no. Imagine being someone that doesn't know about, like, they just took this because it sounded cool or something, and they're playing a fighter or a barbarian. That'd be funny. But other than that, interesting. I don't know the namesake of this spell, this Phlegathos.
I don't either.
Neither do I, but I
That's-
thought it sounded Greek.
Yeah, it's probably
does,
another
yeah.
canon thing.
It is,
Wait,
I'm
which
sure.
which book did it come from?
Xannies.
I was gonna say, because if it sounded Greek, it might just be from Theros, but
Nah. Sounds cool though.
Legathos, Forgotten Realms wiki. Yep.
it's
Who would've
canon
It's
stuff.
one of the layers of the Nine Hells. It's the
That makes
4th layer. Of the
Ah, so I accidentally did the joke where I said, I don't know who this Phlegathos guy is, but it's a place. I don't know who this America chick is. Not bad. Cool pick. Jordan.
All right, ready?
Yep, no list.
No list. You know magic? Fucking nerd.
Mage
Magic
Slayer.
Initiate?
It's Mage Slayer.
The nerd part is what sold it for me. I was thinking initiate until she said nerd. Hello, nerd. Right? Mage Slayer. That's an interesting one. People watching this video are going to learn that I just have a distaste for feats in general because I'm like, it's not good enough.
Well, that's just with most of 5e.
Let's see.
This one's also a very like niche kind of
Yeah.
feat, I think.
It's if you know that your DM or whoever like uses a lot of spellcasters.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Other than that, even if they do though, then the DM's just like, okay, so now the battle map is 600 feet long.
But I do want to, whoever takes this, I want to hear their character's deep backstory of why they have taken to bullying only spellcasters, or why this deep hatred of spellcasters.
This is also one that I think could be very useful for DMs to use for like NPCs and stuff, because it depends on the setting, right? If you're doing one like someone we know where like magic is constantly hunted down and like snuffed out by witch hunters everywhere, then like, yeah, sure, every witch hunter has like this feat pretty much because they're trained.
Yeah.
Because like that's the can we read like the small snippet? Can we at least read that?
Yeah.
Okay, the small snippet says you have practiced techniques useful in melee combat against spellcasters. So like that makes sense for a bunch of NPCs literally trained to like go fight people who know magic.
Or
makes
even
sense
like,
for all of them to have
or
this.
even like a specialized guard against adventurers, because I feel like that could also be, because oh gosh, if our party in Vivia 2 would have been hit with that, we would have been boned.
So yeah, this is a good like DM one. Not half of them would have been.
I was gonna say, let's not forget the Apple incident and what happened with Victor.
Well, I'm thinking
the
more
other Apple incident.
I'm thinking of the Iron Golem fight.
Oh, that'd been funny.
A good hunk of the well, I mean, any party that has spellcasters, a good hunk of the damage is going to come from spellcasters. So if you can put them out of commission,
the Iron Golem fight,
yeah,
which this helps with that. But like I said, it's with that. If you end up going against as a player against stuff that doesn't have magic, you're screwed. Or if you do this as an NPC and your party happens to have a paladin that has Sentinel, you're screwed.
Or actually, okay, I'm still thinking story reasons. I think that this would have been kind of cool for Saladin to have, specifically to kill a Sirorak.
I think there are two good reasons to have this feat for flavor. The first of which is what you said in your hint, Jordan, of they're nerds, so I beat them up. The second reason is what you said, Levi.
They're nerds.
No.
So you beat them up.
No. Magic.
That-
All right then.
That's a callback. That's a callback. Rule of threes. I get to do it once more, or Jordan does.
Magic.
Dang it!
You
It's
took
done
it.
now.
We can't say it anymore ever. That's it. We hit the point of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
You made me want
four?
to say it because you said it.
Okay. I'm up next.
Yes.
Okay. No lists. No lists.
No lists.
The list.
You ready?
I'm ready.
No.
Okay. Would you rather
Oh God.
a stat and expertise, but no skills? That's the hint.
Isn't this the one that's like it also has skill in the name?
Yeah.
Is it like
Oh.
skill expert?
Yeah, that's it. So I should have just made that complete the line of the other one. So I'm going to read it in total now with skilled and skill expert. Would you rather have infinite skills, but no stats, or stats and expertise, but no skills?
Yeah.
Infinite stats and expertise.
Mhm.
Skill expert is
This one's
from
better.
Tasha's,
It's much better.
which is probably why it's better because it's from Tasha's, and skilled is from the player's hand.
True.
The thing about it is just the expertise, which is otherwise only granted by 2 whole classes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which could be massive as a feat. This is how you make a fighter into a skill monkey, right here.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Or anybody else. I mean, a wizard would probably love to have expertise in Arcana, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you had a cavalier take this to get expertise in animal handling, you know.
Yeah.
I should have taken that so I could have had expertise in perception.
You certainly could have, and you would have matched.
God.
You would have beat TJ by like 4, I think.
I would have.
It would have went from +6 to +12, which would have meant you would have had 6 more.
Can I
Which
can I
would have
put
meant
that
you
as
would have
a
had 32.
can I Levi, can I add that to the Atlas's like after epilogue thing now as
New
skill
feat.
expert in new feat?
You got
Please.
to level 20 without taking it, so I'm afraid no.
Ha ha.
Archfey!
Point and laugh at the archfey. That's not an expert. Wait, I'm dead.
Not an expert with their 26 passive perception.
Please, I want a 32 passive perception, Levi.
Talk about it later.
Yes.
We have skill expert at home. Skilled. Oh, anyway. There's not much else really to say about skill expert.
No.
Skill expert. It's good. Expertise is good because it's rare. Also, I think we're getting probably pretty long. We're probably close to 50 to 60 minutes by now.
Mhm.
Alright.
We want to start doing a lightning round where we just
Let's do lightning
we'll
round.
just get him. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
No more
Uh,
discussing him.
B.
Yep.
Thanos.
Snap. That's not a feat. That. I don't have the list.
Maybe since we're doing lightning round, we can
Crusher?
put the list back in. Not Crusher. Do we want to
Gotta
put the
do it.
list back in since we're doing like lightning round?
I think that during the lightning round we can reinstate the list.
Okay.
Okay.
Go get your list.
Oh goodness.
Fade away.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say.
I have not read this one, but we don't have time to discuss it.
We don't have
It's a
time.
gnome
No,
one.
we're going.
It's
we're
another
going.
gnome one.
It's
Oh,
another no.
gross. Okay.
Wizards love gnomes. Okay, Jordan.
We get it. You're fast.
Mobile.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. What do I do to the path?
What?
Wait.
Path.
What do I do to the path? That's my hint.
Path. Okay.
Wait, what do I do to the path? Path.
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder? No. What do I do to the path? What?
Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Come on, Jordan. Get a dub on him.
I'm trying.
What do I do to the pathetic? Telepathic.
Telepathic. Did you read that as
You
pathetic?
read it only as pathetic.
It pretty much is. No, that's not true. It's pretty good. Telepathy is cool. Victor had it. Okay, Levi.
Go.
Okay. We've already done that one. He's just standing there menacingly.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not that one, right? He's just standing there menacingly.
Charger.
Nope. That's not
What?
standing there. That's
I-
moving.
Bite me.
It's not. What is it? Menacing.
God,
It's not
dude.
actor, is it?
Nope.
That's what I was thinking.
Um,
Dragon fear?
Yes.
Shoot. Good, Jordan. I haven't looked at that one either. Okay, Jordan.
He who big sword.
Oh, great weapon master.
Yup.
Yeah, we were on it. Okay. Good feat. Very good feat. Everyone loves it. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Yep.
Something Eldritch Blast 600 feet.
Spell sniper.
Yep. The only notable. That's not true. It's pretty useful. Okay, Levi.
What Simonius wanted to be.
Oh God.
A good person? That's not true.
A chef.
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't even thinking. Okay, Jordan.
All right. What Victoria wishes she was.
Dang.
Skill.
Healer?
No,
No, it's
Skill.
healer. It's healer.
Okay. Yeah, I just blocked the entire meteor swarm.
yeah, I just blocked the entire medium swarm.
Meteor swarm.
Meteor swarm.
Um,
Reveal magic. No.
Shit. Strixhaven masochist.
Masochist.
Well, I was thinking like a darkness way of blocking, not.
The feat is called mascot. Jordan.
I can't read.
I thought you were gonna do this to me, but I'm glad you didn't. Okay.
I can't read.
Yeah,
I was
just
thinking
blocked.
about darkness.
Yeah, I
I
just
just-
blocked the entire
Oh
medium
my
swarm.
God.
Yes.
Shield master?
Shield master, because you get evasion with a shield.
Oh.
You can completely avoid
There we
dex saves.
go.
Anyway, okay.
Keep going.
Levi.
Keep going.
This one's really like okay. You crush on people so hard you do increased damage.
Crusher.
Crusher.
Yep.
Jordan.
I was trying to figure out a word that wasn't crush for that one and I couldn't.
The Boy Scout feat.
The Boy Scout feat.
Also,
This is the closest approximation that I could come up with, so it might not be a 1-to-1.
Prodigy?
No.
Poisoner.
No.
Observant?
Nope.
Inspiring leader.
No.
Lucky?
No.
Linguist.
Nope.
What? Keen mind?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay.
Because I was thinking human
North.
compass.
You
Yes.
know north.
Okay.
That's right.
You know the directions and you know how many hours are in a day based on the sun. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Boy
pretty
Scout. Yeah.
good. Okay. We'll have to look back at that later and see what ones we said and then like look at our biases. Anyway. Okay, this one's not one of my proudest ones, but no, I will not die this early on.
Tough?
Yep. Okay, Levi.
Not Simonius, probably Victor.
Oh.
Bountiful luck?
Nope.
No.
You could also substitute in other characters for Victor.
That helps absolutely nothing.
Durable?
Nope.
I'm just thinking of what Simonius isn't.
Yeah.
Firearm specialist?
No.
I was thinking of
Crossbow
you.
expert.
Y'all know what I was thinking of. Alert.
Alert?
Yes,
Yes.
because I
Oh, God,
had it.
it's
I literally
Kentucky.
had that feat. Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Jordan.
Just multi-class coward.
Magic initiative?
Just
Yep.
Yeah, we talked
Okay.
about that one. Okay. I only have 2 left.
I have 2 left as well. Oh, no, I have 3 left.
I have 1 left.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right.
You took this to spite your DM.
Lucky?
Nope.
No.
I don't think that's in his area.
Oh no, it's not. That's
Forecaster?
Nope.
Sentinel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Heh.
Okay, Levi, your last one.
Used to be fun for the whole spellcasting family.
Oh, the one Eldritch Adept.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, Jordan.
Hero's Feast is better.
It's the inspiring
No.
leader
It's inspiring leader.
because the temporary hit points. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, this is my last one, and then it's 2 Jordans.
Yep.
Okay,
Whoa, 2
Um,
Jordans.
2 the editing one.
The editing one.
Ah,
It's just Mage Hand. That's my hint.
Oh god.
just mage hand.
I should have said it's
Telekinetic?
just. Yep.
Hmm.
Mage Hand with extra steps. Jordan.
According to Reddit, the best feat in the game.
Polearm master?
Nope.
Lucky?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Okay, last one.
right, last one.
I forgot that we hadn't done Lucky yet.
Yeah, I said it as a mistake because I forgot it was on my list. I guess being half demon does have some upsides after all.
Oh shoot.
This one is Infernal Constitution.
Indeed it is.
No!
And that's it.
That's it. That's our feat game show. We didn't do them all.
I won.
I won.
No, I won.
I won.
I'm
didn't
gonna
win.
tally.
You split up the points between yourself and editing yourself. That's not.
That's not how that works.
Considering the many takes we had on these feats, we all lost.
That's true. And our comments about the Boy Scouts. Oh, that's pretty good. That was very fun, I thought, actually.
Now get out of here. We don't want you around anymore. Go listen to something else now.
Go listen to
Preferably
another
one
episode.
of our other episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to know how we met and started playing together, go watch that.
Yeah. We'll probably do this kind of stuff again where we do this game show where we just make people guess things off of 4 descriptions.
Indeed.
Pretty fun.
And
Hopefully
I would
we'll do it with a
say,
guest.
I would say that we would be more prepared next time, but that's probably not true considering that this is the second one of these that we've taped where we've had to make some kind of list in preparation.
I think
we
it's
haven't
charming.
done it.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Let us know your score in the comments below. And don't lie, or we'll examine, or Levi will examine your feet or something, I think.
No, guys. Hi, this is Jordan from Nat One Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode you just listened to, and we hope that you come back for more soon. If you'd like to keep up with the zany shenanigans of our lives and the different things that we do, you can find us on Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, Castbox, and Anchor. We look forward to seeing you again soon. And hey, thanks.